Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Wulan Maulidiya. Here I want to explain to you about English stuff. Okay, I have learning objective, including first, recognize the phonetic symbol of the English stuff. Second, describe systematic phonetic description of the English stop using the IPA chart. Third, describe the production of the English stop. 4. Recognize the spelling patterns for each of the English stop. Okay, the first material is introduction to stop. English stop are sounds which are produced with the complete closure at the place of articulation. There are 6 English stop sounds. B sound B, P sound P, D sound D, T sound T, K sound K, G sound G, and the last is A. The next material is voice and unvoiced sound. Of the 6 stop sound in English stop, there are voice and voiceless. Voice is that the vocal cords vibrate will produce the sound, and unvoiced is the vocal cords do not vibrate will produce the sound. Okay, the first sound is P. P is unvoiced. P is described as voiceless bilabial stop. For the example of P are peer, pay, puff, perfect, stop, and etc. And then there is B. B is voice. B is described as voice bilabial stop. For the example of B are beer, beef, boy, rabbit, body, and etc. T is unvoiced. T is produced with the vocal fold not vibrating. The tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge, and the air comes out of the lungs through the oral cavity as it is stopped by the articulator. T is described as voiceless alveolar stop. The example of T are cat, root, water, top, traffic, teacher, and etc. Okay, the next material is G. G is voice. G is articulated exactly the same way as that of K. G is voice velar stop. The example of G are green, glass, truck, egg, dog, good, and etc. T is unvoiced. T is produced with the vocal fold not vibrating. The tip of the tongue is in contact with the alveolar ridge, and the air comes out of the lungs through the oral cavity as it is stopped by the articulator. T is described as voiceless alveolar stop. The example of T are cat, root, water, top, traffic, teacher, and etc. And then the next there is D. D is voice. D is made exactly the same way as that of T. D is voice alveolar stop. The example of D are doll, day, dream, need, danger, and etc. Okay, the last material from me is A. A is unvoiced. A is made with the vocal fold not vibrating, with the air coming out of the lungs through the oral cavity constructed in the glottis. A is described as voiceless glottal stop. The example of A are butter, bottom, and etc. Okay, I think enough the material from me. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for watching. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.